Welcome back. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Turkey Week. Today we are visiting our family in Scotland, aka we are on the Scotland map. So, flew over yesterday and got here. And it's a little bit different scenic route, right? We have kind of went over this map just a little bit. And it's been all right. I mean, I won't complain too much. It's a very beautiful map. Love it. Excuse me. I just want to show you guys tonight kind of what I've been doing on this map. I actually think I'm at a day. Yep, I need to get another day going because there's nothing to sell. Nope, none of those to sell. We're kind of debating what we're going to do with our bank account. We need to spend some money on some stuff. But honestly, what I think I'm going to do here, let's skip through this day here real fast. There is tornadoes on this map. I did figure that out the other day. There are tornadoes. There was one that went through a couple fields and some trees, so those are on here. Excuse me. Oh, I need to return that. I should have did that. That cost me a little bit of money, but that's okay. They do not have anything good yet. Ooh, that's kind of tempting, but I don't want to get a trailer. That's actually pretty tempting as well, but we don't have money to just spend, okay? Okay, so I need to return my lease back. There it is. Let's return it. Yes. You may be asking me, why did you lease ahead? Well, because I upgraded combines, and I bought this one, and I bought a header trailer because those were used, but there was no head that was used, so I ended up returning it. So that is the scoop with it. Do we need to start planting now? We do. Okay, canola and wheat and barley. All right, we need to figure out what is going to be what here. We're probably going to need some diesel. So first things first, we like going to the old fishery. I bought that whole setup new, that truck and trailer. That is all new. And nothing there. There's $5 grand of hoeing. Ooh, I might take that. $6 grand of sow. I might take that too. Okay. Where was I at? Okay, fish. I do have a fish farm. I did buy the fish farm. It was good. I do want to look at prices to see where the fish are at. We're probably going to... Ooh. $2.9 to $1.8. Probably going to sell one more round of fish here. Just probably are going to... I've been doing that to keep a little bit of cash flow in the bank. I've been using this to keep a little cash flow. We did build up enough cash to where I didn't have to. And that was actually pretty darn nice. If you guys haven't seen in these, they've just got big tubs of fish. I'm sure they have a proper name. I don't know them. I don't know that much about aquaculture. Is that right? Does that sound right? It kind of sounds right. Basically, I'm buying all my fish food. So we are buying fish food. I figured those were going to pop up. All right, we're going to empty her out. Going to be the last haul for a while. We're going to go get some more fish food because I bet they are hungry. And honestly, on these narrow roads, I did have to take traffic off. Actually, what it was messing with, traffic would get stuck on traffic. The big buses that they have now, they get stuck on a car in like an intersection and stuff. And I'm like, if that's the case, I'm not leaving them on. I tried to leave this as authentic as I could. I know this truck and trailer is probably not really authentic over in Scotland, but you guys know me. I also value time as well. So we're going to take these on down into the fish market. What I've been contemplating here on this map is these two fields are about the flattest fields. Might turn them into rice if I ever get them bought. I might turn them into rice. And I haven't decided how much ground I'm going to own either. I really have not decided that yet. I don't know if I want to own the whole map. Not really sure on that. Just because getting big equipment around is a real son of a gun. It just is. It's a European filled map. They've got small roads. They're not used to big American equipment. So, also, like I said, I don't know if I really want to own the whole map or not. I might do some different ventures like rice. I'm going to try onions again. That was a good payday. Oh, got her caught. We're going to go get some fish food now. That was a pretty darn decent payday right there. That'll do. That'll do. It's September. We'll have another payday in December or January probably. But yeah, those are the things I'm thinking. I do have a massive loan I need to pay as well. Basically, my scenario is bought the farm from Grandpa. He gave me a good deal. Bought everything that he had, the ground, the equipment, all of that for $500,000. So, still working on paying that note off. I've gotten some paid, but not all of it. I think I have the majority of it left yet. Okay, let's scroll down. Got to go to food. Took me I had to Google this. I'm not going to lie. I had to Google how to get fish food bought. I did. If you buy all those, it's $20,000, which is ridiculous. But hey, just like that, fish was half price. It was 35 grand. So there you're netting some money. Have we paid off the truck and trailer yet? Yeah. Yeah, we have. We've also paid off the fishery as well, or whatever they call that. We had a massive sale this year. Like I said, I had a few months built up of fish because I was just able to float it. I had some grain that I was going to sell coming up and those types of things, so I could float my bank account a little bit easier. Because I wanted X amount in there because I want to upgrade the equipment that he had. Well, number one, I did not like the combine. It was just a little too small. And honestly, the hills on this, I mean, they're not massive, but the terrain on this, like that steep hill over there, I wanted a hillside combine. Or a Hillco, as we would call it. Hillco combine. So that's what I seeked out and did. Now, I also installed another mod. It is a used equipment mod on here. So I can I pay the dealership to go searching for whatever piece that I want, and they will do their best to do it. Now I can have them search for a month, which is cheaper than 3 months, which is cheaper than continuous until they find what I need. So, yeah, we are cheating here a little bit. Should not be running through this guy's sorghum, but it is what it is. But yes, this whole place right here cost me about, I think it was $100,000, I believe. I think is what it cost me. All right, well, drop that off. Wool is not going to be sold, so we're just going to leave that right there for now and hook it. This trailer's got a bug in it, by the way. If you guys have this Brant trailer, it's a gooseneck plus a bumper pole, whichever one you want. Don't get too much stuff stacked on it because there is a spot towards about 3/4 of the way back on it that the straps don't hold your items and they will fly off and out. And that is really annoying. I love the trailer. Other than that, they need to piece those straps together a little bit tighter or something. The hitbox on them is not big enough. So pallets, especially pallets, if you're doing pallets, try to keep them towards the front half. If you have to go to the back half, I usually have to just take that row out and throw them on top or something, is what I end up doing. So, as far as the Super Duty, I like the Super Duty. It's pulling that trailer really nice. I did have a Chevy like 3500 or something mod. Did not work worth a dang. It would spin out all the time. I don't know if it had too much horsepower, just didn't have enough weight on the rear end or what the scoop was, but I don't want that one. I want the next one. But it did not pull it well. Then I got a different Ford, and it didn't have enough weight because the trailer could throw it around, so finally ended up getting this dually, and it holds it pretty good, but the leaning is weird. You see how that truck leans? That is not a natural lean at all. So, ooh, it's a bright morning out. We're going to get some diesel because I know that tractor's going to need some. There we go. We don't have a fuel barrel yet. I mean, look at that. Look at that hill there. Yeah, Hillco Combine, baby. Wish it had a little bit bigger head. We may upgrade heads later. Oh, this is where a tornado went through. See? Tore out those trees. Started in this field right here. Actually went quite a ways. Went across this vegetable field. All the way down into the river. Clear to that bridge. If you guys can see it clear over there. There's a bridge. You kind of see it for the fog. It stopped right around that bridge. So it did miss that little shack down there, house, whatever you want to name it. Not really sure what it is. Not a house, but some sort of river shack of some sort. Forgot my drink. I am going to have to put the kid to bed probably again. So do not be alarmed if I got to step away for a minute or two. Actually, I got my calling already, so let me zoom on over there, and we'll give you a view of the sheep here real quick while I get a drink and put the kiddo to beddo. All right, so we're going to give you a view of these sheep. There's only about 30 some of them. There's not really any babies yet, but I've been selling them off and on, so I'll be right back. Got that duty done. You know, nightly chores. It happens, right? Definitely happens. We're actually just going to fill him up right here. There we go. He's not going to be full, but it might be enough to get... Oh, I need to see where we're at with all this. Let's just park that there. You may say, hey, you put 2 bins there? Yeah. The whatever storage it came that was sitting like right here, you can see where that grass patch is. There was a storage shed that was sitting there that you could put 2 different crop types in. And I did that. I was like, hey, I'm going to put 2 different crop types. Took 1 crop type out. There was a glitch in it. And it's like, oh, no more room for crops because I thought I still had wheat in there because there was a little blimp of wheat. But when I went and looked, there's 0 liters in there. So I'm like, oh, WTF. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that glitch. We're just going to get rid of it and we're going to get a couple bins. So I did make that right with myself. Anytime a game glitches on it, I don't lose any money on that stuff. I make the changes, make it zeroed out, and go from there. So, all right. So I think we're gonna do. We did wheat last time. We're gonna do barley this time. There we go. And I don't know if I have another seed pallet. I didn't think so. Okay. We might get down on it. We might not. That was wheat up there. We're not going to do wheat up there. We're going to do wheat on the big field. And I don't know. What I'm also trying to decide is, do I go down another venture or do I keep my ground the same? If that makes sense. I can either expand on ground. See, these 2 are Milo. And that was oats. So I think this one is going to be the wheat, I think. All right. Make sure if he wants to go 3. The coolest part of this, guys, is this planter. It plants pretty much every single crop. And the nice part, you don't have to cultivate in front of it like you would a drill. So it's a drill and a planter. It's awesome. It's not very wide. I wish it was a little wider. But for this tiny farming right here, saving a cultivation pass, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. For sure. So we're going to let him get that field done. I think we're just going to do 1 field for now is what we're going to end up doing. So the others probably going to do like an oats, and I don't know what that's going to be. Or maybe we do, I don't know yet. What should we do? Can't really do, well, I don't really want to do canola. I just don't really want to. I like oats and soybeans because I don't have much fertilizer costs. So that's how I've been getting ahead a little bit. And the first year I did everything soybeans. All these fields were soybeans. So that was actually a pasture over there where the beans are that I have yet to cut. That was a pasture. Tore that out. They give you no feed for the cows. So I sold the cows, tore it out. That's actually the first crop that it is. So that's pretty neat. Here's my dilemma. Okay. Here's my dilemma. I think somewhere back in here, I'm just gonna enter into this. I think somewhere in between the shed and this bin site, we can probably fit another fishery in there. I wish I could delete that junk out of there. I don't know why I can't get rid of the junk, but it drives me nuts. I cannot get rid of the freaking junk. No matter how hard I try to delete it, I can't get rid of the junk. I got rid of some of this junk, but I can't get rid of that junk. I don't know what the scoop is. So, need to do a little more looking on that. But I think a fishery could go up in here. Then that'd give me 2 fisheries. Okay? I've got 2 fisheries, which would be pretty awesome. It's going to cost me $100,000 to do that, which obviously I have enough money in the bank to do that. Which I would like to do, like the deep sea fishery stuff. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Takes a lot of money to get to that point. So, oh, I better shut the top on this bin before it gets wet. Yep. Shutting the old bin. That is actually really neat. I like that. Oh, fell off. I like that part of it. Where it shuts that bin top. That's awesome. It really is. I wish they had the animation for the spout down here, because that spout should open up and stuff. They don't really have that animation, but it's okay. It's all right. Also, the augers in this game are so messed up. This is the only auger that would fit that bin. It's a dumb... I could do the conveyor that's super long, but it's just that it's the dumbest. They're so I don't know. They're not scaled right or something. They're honestly ridiculous. So, option A, we get another fishery, put her back there kind of towards the trees with the butt up against the trees. That would be option number 1. Cost $100,000. All right. I'm buying more fish food, but really it's kind of in between. This one's way out here. I mean, way out here. So I'd be driving back and forth. Sucks. But it'd be all right. It'd be all right. Actually, we're going to get to hoeing. Unhook that. Let's go hook up to the rotary hoe. We're going to go take that contract on for $5,000. And we're going to talk about it some more. Sheep. I think the sheep are eventually going to go. It's very annoying. They don't have... I don't have very many sheep. And I'm keeping that wagon and that swather just for them. You can see the wagon has hay in it because I just fill it up. It doesn't take... The building doesn't take a whole wagon full. So that kind of stinks. But yeah, that's the old Hilco combine I bought. It's pretty heavily used. I will admit it's pretty heavily used, but hey, that's all right. Accept that contract. There we go. I need to rebuild that planter, and I think I'm going to do that if I accept that other contract. I'm going to rebuild that planter for them. Well, not for them, for me. Use the contract money to hopefully cover majority of that. Where? Number 5. Okay, so that's right out. Okay, that's fine. Not too far away, just down the hill here. We did get this tractor kind of a steal of a deal. That kind of came with the bin deal. I bought it for quotations, a used price, because I needed another tractor, because that blue one was hauling and I needed one on the dang auger, because I didn't want the huge conveyor. I just didn't want it. So I bought this tractor for a discount. Still paid money for it, though. I didn't get it for free, so don't be thinking, hey, you cheated the system. I didn't. I did not do that. All right, let's send him on his way. So option 1, fishery, right? Option number 2, I'm thinking about maybe buying the quarry. The only thing I got to do here, I do have to add water. Okay, so I'm going to need a water trailer. I'll have to buy a water trailer. Not a big expense, but I will have to buy a water trailer. But if I buy the quarry, then I can go down, and right over here is the stonemason. So I can buy it as well. So you wouldn't have to travel the stones very far, is what I'm getting at. But this one, she's a little bit more pricey. $235,000. So that's a little rough. But your input cost is very low. What I'd probably do, it doesn't, I don't know which one. Nope. Kind of. I mean, I don't know if it gives me enough. Maybe there's enough for me to build like a windmill here or something. Some sort of water. Because there's nowhere to get water on this. And I mean, it would kind of suck to go all the way back to the house to do that. But we could maybe get by with doing that. I don't know how much water it holds, but that is my other thing that I'm looking at is, could I do a quarry, buy it, get the stones, sell the stones and the plates, roof plates and the castle stones. Maybe we can start building the castle. So that is my dilemma. Do I add another one? I eventually want to get a big fishery out here someplace. But I'm going to probably need more than one of those. And that's where I'm thinking this is going to be a more diverse farm, is what I've been toying with. It's really gotten me out of the repetition of the big farms. The big farms are okay. I can play them all day. But at the same time, I can play this too. It's a nice break of each. Sometimes I like playing the big farms for a really long time. Then I switch to this for a really long time. And rather than owning the whole stinking map, we only own a good chunk of the map. And we have all these little integrations start expanding vertically instead of just horizontally. Because I've kind of scattered out. Like I said, these two could be rice. We want to add another fishery. This land is not cheap by no means. I don't know if I'd make it back in rice really fast. Ooh, I didn't know it had that. Interesting. Wonder what, looking at how, see, it's not as, this isn't as level. And I realize that. Maybe I can break it in half or something. I didn't know I got this as well. Yeah, it's not really that much to toy with, honestly, is it? Just gives me some beachfront, doesn't it? Maybe I can put my house right here. Walk down to the water. Can you swim? Well, you can swim. Never really have fully tried that, but this one for sure. This one I think would work great for rice. It's going to be as level as you can get it. It's probably going to be bad enough, but is what it is. And it's a pretty good sized field, so you may say, hey, you're going to do long grain or you're going to do regular rice. I would do regular rice, I think. Long rice would be fine. Maybe I start out with long rice and then I turn around and put regular rice in it. I don't know. Which one sells for more? Long grain rice is $1, roughly. Regular rice is $2. And I think this one yields more. It's just more of a pain in the butt to deal with. This one I can do with all of my equipment pretty much. So, I don't know. That's just something that we're looking at. But I need to make a decision on it, is the thing. Let's just see. No water trailer. What would a water trailer run me? Oops. If I go with a barrel, about 8,000 or so. Oh my gosh, you get the whole dang truck? Only holds 22,000 though? Really? Interesting. Oh, here's your capacity. 22,000 liters. Wow. For 93,000. 97,000 versus 90. Why would you not do that? I would. Okay, so you could maybe get, we just have to see. We'd probably buy this one and just see how much you could throw in it. How much is construction going to cost for water? A water tank. There is nothing there. Where is this at? There we go. Oh. Methane tractors. Silo for pig food. Propane fuel. Biomethane. Refuel your methane tractors. I didn't even know they had any methane tractors, to be honest. So 10 grand or 3 grand, I guess. That you're buying from. This is given, I'm pretty sure. So we also need to pay Grandpa off when we're getting our next check. December, January, December. I think our grain's got to go to Grandpa if that's going to be the case. Because you look at our balance statement, finances. Yeah, this was the big one right here. Well, sold, yeah, so we about equaled out on vehicles. But the big one here was harvest income. It was a boatload. That is fish and soybeans. Soybeans was ginormous as well. So that was a huge bump. But we still have 400. So we paid 50,000 off. I don't think I'm going to upgrade any equipment for a little bit. So I think it's safe to say we're going to go with the quarry. And we're going to buy all the stuff for the quarry first. If I have to put the dang trailer over here, we'll put the dang trailer over here, or the water. Put it over here somewhere. Maybe even out here somewhere. And I think we're going to buy the quarry. Let's do that. I'm making the decision. Let's do it. $200,000. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bam! Just like that. Okay, now we need to get a trailer, which we're just going to we're going to lease one first. I think we're going to lease one. So come in, barrels. Let's just lease this one for now. 25, I don't care. Lease. Yes. There's nowhere to get water on here. That's the other crazy thing. There's nowhere to get water. Kind of interesting. There's nowhere to get water. I've searched. Maybe I missed it. Maybe like, dude, Jelly, it's right over there. I've literally looked. It's got to be a blue icon. That's gas. Pig food, animal stuff. Gas. Well, electricity, I guess. Electricity and gas. Lime. So, okay, let's go back to here. And let's see, where the heck are we going to put a freaking windmill? Maybe we could put it like right. Oh, that's going to look stupid probably. What if we... Oh, Maybe I put it over here. Maybe I put that windmill like right around here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right over there. Keep it away from the fishery. Let's try that. All right. Let's buy us a windmill. Windmill. Duck's stupid. Or can I put it somewhere over here? I could put it right in the corner. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Land's not owned by me. Yeah, I know. I know. I think it's a little ways away, but maybe we just do it that way. Right there. Boom. Got it. All right. Where is the pick 'em up truck? Right there she is. All right, here we go. Gotta go get our trailer. Come up and get it full of water. If I was rich, I'd have bought the ground right by it, stuck the dang windmill on it, and would have just moved it 17 feet. Not that rich yet. Mowing contract's getting done, though. That's good. All right, let's hook up to the old girl. All right, back up the big steep hill we go. I don't know why did I come this way. It's in front of the deal. I don't know, Jelly. You're crazy, man. You are crazy. There we go. Contract's finished. All right, let's get him on our way. Cancel job. Destination. Get your booty back up in there. Okay, 8,000 liters. Oh. Ooh, we actually nicked the gate. I was going to say we missed it, but I seen the truck move. We took out a light. Sorry. All right, she's pulling this trailer like nobody's business. Holy smokes. Should got her with a fifth wheel in the back. Sunflowers getting ready to cut. Vroom, vroom. Oh, take a left. Trying to drive on the left side of the road, you know, keeping it real authentic. Yeah, this bridge right here, you'll see it took out that tree right there that tornado did. That was where she kaputted. Stopped her in her tracks. Now we're coming up on the town. See how long it takes to get the water over here? It just kind of stay. Oh, those don't move either. I figured that out a few times. It'd be nice if they just made a bridge right there because there's a quarry we bought. Got to go clear over here. Oh my Lord, that's bright. Where's the sun visor at? See, I mean, you take like a 45-foot head and you're trying to zigzag it through all these spots? There ain't no way you're doing that, man. There's no way. You might as well buy another combine, make them both small, and the thing is, you ain't got fields big enough for it, is the problem. You don't. You may think you do, but you don't. I bet it's like 40,000 it holds, or 100,000 or something crazy like that, probably. Now let's back up. Oh, 5,000. Oh, well, diddly squiddly. Heck yeah. We're just gonna... Oh, well, I'm actually gonna unhook. Yeah. That's what I figured. Okay. All right. So that's underway. Let's go back around a little bit. Yeah, I want to get into rice and I want to get into onions and I want to get the fish deal. Then I don't really know what I want. I'm kind of tapped out again. Ready for something different probably. I haven't gone fishing really a whole lot. Actually, let's get some more diesel here quick. Especially if we're going to run that tractor another year. Let's get some diesel. There we go. Wonder how that old guy is on seed, if we're going to go need to get some seed for him. It is possible. You just imagine dragging big stuff through. You're not making it that easy. I mean, it's fairly wooded. Look at those gates. You ain't getting through those gates. Yeah, you can drive through these. I forget what they're called, but those types of fencing you can drive through, but real world you don't. Well, he'll make that. He should be able to get all of that done. Get her completed. He's getting her going here. Oh, let's see how he does. If he gets up in the hill, I'll switch him out. Cover it for him. Ooh, yeah, that's some good water right there. That's some good water. Another note. Thursday is Thanksgiving, and I will not be streaming on Thanksgiving. I just probably will not. I won't get back in time even if I want to. I'm going to spend that time with my family as I should. I hope you guys can as well. So I will not be streaming Thursday. We will pick this back up a week from today. and we will go that route with it. All right, buddy boy. When he gets to this corner, we're going to relieve him of his duties. All right. Steering assistant. There we go. We are just... I do like the sound of this engine. It's a junky blue tractor, but I do like the sound of the engine a little bit. There we go. Get around this one more time, then we can fast forward days. That is the one nice thing when you don't have a lot of ground. It doesn't seem like you have to have multiple days to put the dang stuff in. You just get her done in 1 day per month, and I mean, I've been rolling. This is season 3, and I haven't really been running this much, this much. Jeez Louise, jelly. I haven't been running this long on the game. I just really haven't. We upgraded this planter. It's not a big planter. It's big enough for what we've got right now. Are we going to need a bigger one eventually? Probably. The worst part of that, it's not going to be able to do it all in one. So part of me is like, do I just leave these and I'll just do multiple fields so I can eliminate a cultivating pass? Instead of, putting things towards tillage, I would maybe just putting more planters out there, just keeping them going. But yeah, I do love the planter. I really do. Works great. It's awesome that it's all in one. It's a no-till. Sometimes it is everything this old girl wants, but come on. She gets this weird shifting BS. It's a stupid... I don't know if it's a tractor or if it's a stupid AI automatic shifting. Figure it the frick out. It's annoying as hell. Don't need to shift up, then shift back, then shift up. Like, shift one damn gear. It skips like 14 of them. Just shift one gear. See, you went from 13 to 15. Now you got to slow back down all the way down to 12. Just keep it at like 14. Let's roll. Dang it. Won't pull it up in that gear, will it? We do need to do some work to the tractor. She has not been worked on. She's got 13 hours. I've put on those 13 hours. The planter did come used, so did not put all of the hours on the planter. I don't know how many it's actually got on it, but I've never rebuilt it since I've gotten it because I've been a little cheap. But we're going to do that next spring. We're going to rebuild it. So trying to think. I got $300,000. Do I buy another piece of ground? What I'm thinking I might do, I just might start paying off the loan. We'll throw another 150,000 at the loan and go that route, I think is what we're going to do. Grandpa's been waiting a while to get a good payment on it. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually do that right as we are drilling. Saving content. All right. If we do, I should have figured this up before. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just take 150 off of it. So we should be able to take it down to 182 if we put 150,000 towards that loan. It's going to help us a little on interest. Really, the interest is way too cheap in this game. That is one thing I was thinking about the other day on my drive. Like, you know what? You know what they need to add? You know, I talk about used equipment. They need to add that. They need to add the weather, right? The other piece, like, I feel like hard is way too hard. I feel like you don't make any money. And I know you got to make the game enjoyable, right? I am the same way. If you don't make it enjoyable, I don't care how accurate you are. If it's not enjoyable and it's too hard, I'm not going to play it that way. You know, I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play something that's easier. Just because I live real world this all the time. I want to run new equipment. I want to upgrade. I want to buy land. I want to expand all those things. That's a fun thing, right? Yeah, you could work your tail off and get to that point, and it might feel a little bit better, but I'm not wasting X amount of hours of my life just to build up and be like, oh man, I bought a fake piece of ground, even though I worked my butt off like buying a real one. You might as well go buy a real one at that point. But like financing, I think they should revamp that. Because just like this, I took out a loan with Grandpa, $500,000. The interest isn't diddly squat per month. It's stupid. $1,700? Like, there should be different financing options. You should be able to finance equipment. You should be able to finance your seed. You should maybe just have an operating note. I mean, some of that stuff, that is what farmers deal with every day. I think kind of all over the world is a business game. There's a lot of business to it. So, I think that should be added. I think that would be neat. You could take out a land loan, and then all of a sudden, okay, hey, I want to buy this piece of equipment. Okay, you've got all these payments coming up, bud. Like, you got to keep some cash. So how are you gonna float that? I mean, just some stuff like that. I think would be really neat. I think it'd be pretty neat, actually. Nah, let's just, well, we're going to use it for spring. So let's just fill it. It'll be all right. Combine's got plenty of fuel. So. Do I have to get on the other side to do this? I think I'm on the wrong deal. Yep, I was. Okay, there we go. Put this old girl back in the shed, get her out in the spring. Still waiting on to find my header. I ain't found one yet. Holy smokes, we're hauling. Oh, cut her too short. Yep. Oops. Whoa. What the? Oh, that's really. What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. What the heck are those things? What are we gonna do? We're gonna shut her off for right now. We're gonna have to hook up to the trailer. We got soybeans yet. Tractor, let's get this other one unhooked. This is a nice tractor, but it does not turn worth a dang compared to that blue one. It just doesn't. Oh, she's a little light on the back end with that, ain't she? Yep. She a little light. Okay, how much food do they have? They're down to half. I'm actually going to... Let's get the forklift out. Oops. I'm going to drag these old girls over here into the pile. Eventually we'll get enough cash flow. We won't need this anymore. It's a nice boost, don't get me wrong. Didn't cost us much, so we're going to keep rolling on it. But eventually that building's probably going to go bye-bye. Alright, let's get it hooked up. We are going to have to go get a header trailer if they don't find... Or we're going to have to go get a header if they don't find the header... a header for us. Jeez Louise. Struggling. Uh-oh. Dang it. What the heck happened there? The auger is no longer over the bin. And, yep, keep her coming. That'll work for now. Oh, a little further. Help. Raise it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now our fish were good, right? That's good. Fish are really good. We're going to start storing them old suckers. Oops. All right, let's fast forward another day. Another day. Bloop. There we go. And sleeping. And we are back. It's a beautiful morning. The beans are ready. Do I have a header? No, I don't. Yay, 136,000. How many ponies is it? 355? That doesn't go very fast either. If I didn't have the 8400, I'd do it. But I literally just bought that. And I like the look of them. Look-wise, for some reason, I like it. I like the track, wheel. How I know how they actually work, would never own one. Would never own one. The tracks just push those wheels around all day long. And they should. So, Cultivating, fertilizing, harvesting. Oh, that's corn or sunflowers. Oh, man. Dang it. Nope. Nope. Cotton, I definitely can't do that one. Sunflowers again? Yep. Jeez Louise, everybody's on a sunflower tree. Oh my God, they're all sunflowers. Should have bought a sunflower head. Oh, there's another hoeing contract. $1,800. I ain't worried about that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Fish are doing good. Quarry? Oh my word. I'm going to go check it out. Let's go visit this place. You got any blocks over here? Oh, truck, yeah. Look at these babies. Big stones, baby. 400 kilograms? What are like my fish? What does my fish hold? Fish are... They're 400 kilograms. Huh. Probably going to have to get them some fooders. I'm guessing they'd last majority of the day. All right. Oh man, we gotta release a damn head. I'm half tempted to just buy the sucker. Honestly, I'm really half tempted to just buy it. Let's just get her bought. Let's just be done with it. It is so stinking annoying. And bet we gotta dump once probably. Oh man, that ticks me off, man. They ain't found that. This is what I'm looking for, 35,000. I can afford a new one. I'd actually kind of like one of these, actually. What the heck is that? Don't know if I'm quite ready for that. We're just going to buy it. I don't really care. Yep, we'll just buy new. It'll be all right. Okay, now... They got a forklift. We're going to take the truck. Go get it. They'll load it on a trailer for us, a.k.a. my forklift. All right, bag her up. Beep, 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 boop. How's that for attaching? Look at that sucker. Heck yeah. I go pick up the new head. Trying to look for a used one. It'll pop up next month, I'm sure. Oh, those weeds need to go. $300,000. They told me they would load it for me, so therefore they're going to load it for me. Oh. There we go. All right, off we go. I need to go see what the big stones, where are they at in pricing? I think they're low. $235. $235,000. Man. Hopefully we get her back. They should produce more than the fish, so that should be a good start, hopefully. Oh, no. Sweet Lord. I noticed that thing was kind of coming off there for some reason. We just ruined our head. We totaled it. You guys got a rental? You know, ran ahead. See, it shifts it right, so I don't know what happened. Probably going too fast. Probably didn't like it that I was going that fast. There we go. Now, I want you guys to look at this Hilco combine. We're going to do a little combine in here before I get off. I like these things. I need to try the deer. I did get the modded, what is it, like side hill combine maybe? Maybe it doesn't go like butt up, butt down like this one does. These things are kind of freaking sweet. That's why I wanted one, especially with the train that we're in right now. Massey, piece of junk combine, don't get me wrong. But the hill combine of it? Oh, baby, I like it. I like it, I like it. It's a heck of a step up from Grandpa's Massey, that's for sure. A little bit more money, too. And hooking. And honestly, what I've thought, what if we just rent the Mac Don and we get a pickup head? I mean, I do all the harvesting anyway. What if I just get a pickup head? Save me 10%. Probably not really how they do it over there, but I don't know. Do that until I get tired of it, and then I'll get a head, or I'll have this head, I guess. Watch this old girl stay level. I mean, she stays level. Watch her, she goes down this hill. I didn't think of it working. Oh. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Look at it. She's just going to stay level the whole time. And they were like, Jelly, it's freaking level, bro. Like, it's level. No, it's not. It's actually not level. Look how low. The ground is unlevel. The rear end has sunken in to where that rams all the way down. You can see it. If you watch this cylinder right in front of the rear tire, see that big gray thing going up and down? That's a cylinder. That's what it runs off of. There's two up front inside of those big tires. That's what runs the side hill. I mean, look at this. That's not normal. Look at the tires. Right tire is way higher than the left. That's what it's designed to do. See if this cylinder's still pretty much maxed out. Now watch it move around here. See, now look at the rear end raise. Look how far it's throwing it. Just to keep the combine level. That is so neat. I love it. See, now that we're going to go uphill, it's going to be higher. Look how high. Look at those cylinders. See where that ram's pushed out? That's why the fronts are sucked in fairly far, not all the way, right? Because look at your tires, they can't be sucked in all the way. So that's why you got a set of four. They're just going to push up a little higher to keep that combine level. Look how level that combine is. And if we get more to the flat, it's going to shrink. Just keep watching that ram. It's going to shrink down. These things are just freaking nuts. And the whole time, I mean, you know, hey, I'm headed up a hill, but I'm looking You're flat, completely flat. See, now everything's a little more back to normal. The rear is up yet. These wheels are pretty level. That's why on this map, I wanted a Hilco Combine. We're going to go around her again. So this is all fairly level right here. A little bit of up, down, you know, left tire's a little bit higher than the right. Other than that, she's pretty level. Like I said, watch those rams when I go to turn. Go a little bit further here. See how they're shrinking? Yo, you saw it. See how the butt end's really low? To keep that combine level all the time. The reason you want the combine level, the reason I make these, the combine's most efficient when it's level. Because the fans, all the little shaker pans in there, there's things that shake to separate the grain from all the other material. If that's a level, it works really good. If you're on a side the whole time, it overloads one side of it. So you throw more grain out because it can't get separated. It's designed to be separated flatly across those shakers. They call them a sieve and a chaffer, basically. At least that's the deer name for them anyway. I think they're pretty universal. But that's why you want a level combine. So if you don't have rolling hills all the time, you don't need this. If you just got some terraces, stuff like that, you probably don't really need it a whole lot. There's some other stuff we can stick in there that'll help. But if you're consistently dealing in huge rolling terrain all the time, and I mean big rolling terrain, Hilco Combine will make that. That's the design. That's the design to make it more efficient. Put it that way. Make it level. That way the shakers can do their job. Separate all that. And not lose as much grain out the back. Now we're filling up here. The auger is way better than the old one. What I think I'm going to do, I'll tell you what, probably the next piece I'm going to buy. I want to free up like a tractor during harvest. That way, maybe I can do some mulching, maybe I can do some rolling, some stuff like that. So what I ended up downloading a mod. It's a straight truck. And I believe it's in here. Nope, I was wrong. It's in here. So with that pack right there, I can get this baby. No, it doesn't hold a boatload. It's 22,000, right? It's not a boatload. And I don't even think I can put a hitch on it. That kind of blows. Oh, I can. So see, I can pull a trailer behind it. So I can do like a truck and a pup. And I can add that. But this, oh man, that's not too bad. 184,000. Not too bad. But this is probably going to be my next purchase along with like a pup is what I'm thinking. So it'd be a trailer hook behind it. Probably go with, I don't know. None of those. Well, maybe I could do something along those lines. 26, 19 to 31. I think this is ours. But I'd go with like this with no cover. She'll hold 26. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. See if I can pull that behind the truck. It kind of looks stupid though, don't it? Kind of does. Kind of does. We'll do some looking on it. If not, I'll go to like something like that. Still doesn't quite look good. That's a long pup there. Maybe I do something like that. It's got an extension on it. Don't necessarily need a cover. Has it got a grain door? Yep. Probably do something like that maybe. So that's going to be the next purchases is those. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, we got plans. But like it'd be nice if I could have some tractor over there weeding right now, hoeing those weeds out instead of me waiting. So I think that truck would eliminate that because then I can sell this. Well, actually, I might just keep that trailer. I'll just keep the dang trailer for now. I'll do it cheap route. Keep trailer. It'd be 19,000. Truck's got 22,000. We got a boatload of capacity. Or actually, I'll probably just start with a truck. And I probably will sell the trailer and piss on it. I can get like a used one or something for cheaper. I'm not going to need it, so. The only reason I kept a trailer is because I did do silage. Excuse me. I did do silage and I needed a way to haul it off. So I did keep that trailer, but map and roads the size that this is, I can't. Yeah, I don't think I want to go semi. You don't want to go long. I did a 53-foot trailer. I was rolling some coal. That was one thing I will say while I'm harvesting this. One of the stories, I did fiddle with the coal a little bit, and it does make you some money. Does it make you a boatload of money? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, it doesn't. But it's a supplement, right? It's no different than the fish to a point. I mean, you're forking up a lot of money. Your return is pretty much immediate. It's however fast you can get to wherever your selling point you're going to sell it to. So your return on investment is pretty good. On hard, it just almost wasn't worth it. Because I was like, hey, I'm going to lease this truck and this trailer, and we're just going to see what we can make. We didn't make a boatload of money, but now where I'm on normal economy, we're making a decent amount. But once again, there's a time of year to do it, and it's in the summertime when you're kind of busy doing everything. So there's a trade-off there as well. Yeah, look at that old girl. Look how level she is. Just freaking awesome. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by it, but it just looks pretty neat. The thing is like it dips your cab down, it seems like, so much you can't hardly see. Ooh, excuse me. What's coming up ahead? It was really moving on that field right over there. Oh man, she'd really get up in the air and she'd really sag down low. I mean, the combine news about 250,000. I paid 100 for this. It does have a lot of hours. It's got like 28 hours on it. going to be able to hold all these? Not even close to a trailer load. It's not even poking out the top. That was just one dump. But at least we're getting money off of this. Because the cows and the pasture, it was not making us any money. So we tore it out, plowed it up, and here's what we got. Put a little bit of lime on it. No fertilizer. So other than that, we're actually profiting. Oh, saving. I was going to see what we're profiting off of this. $5,000. Not too bad. Not too bad. 2,000 and a lot of lime, but next year it won't be near as bad with lime. But we had to get her up into shape, so we did spend a little money. But this little AB one says $5,000. Not too bad. What have we netted on our other ones? $15,000. Not too shabby. $9,000. 12 and 7. So, yeah, not too bad. You may say, man, those are low numbers. Like, how are you still buying equipment? This bad boy right over here paid for that combine. The farm didn't pay for that combine. That fishery did. We're going to add this into it. That's the idea of integrating vertically. We can still get new stuff. Helps us buy ground. That's why I'm making those investments early, because it's just going to be, it's essentially a passive income is what it is. But if I want to go sell those stones right now, I can. Would I get as much money? But then again, I have the initial cost of the $200,000 and at $10,000, so $245,000 to make that whole deal work with that windmill. I haven't bought the trailer yet. Trailer's pretty cheap. I'm probably going to keep leasing it actually until we sell here in December. Then I'll probably buy one. Probably going to look for a used truck for next year if I can. It's not a must-have, but I am going to look. So, I don't know if this is going to fit underneath of there or not. We're going to see. Oop. There she goes. The combine fit underneath this little awning, and I don't think this fits under there anymore because I think she's a little long. Let's just kind of scope it here. We could push her all the way out. Let's just try it here quick. Straighten that old girl out. There we go. That actually kind of works. Oh, we're stuck too. That'll work. Good enough for me. It's close. I get the gist of it. Once again, all this junk. Don't know why we can't clean up the junk, but all right, let's get this dumped and I'm going to go to bed. I don't have to work tomorrow. That is a nice thing. I do not have to work. Maybe there's a surprise stream tomorrow afternoon for a bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. No promises there, guys. I did think about it. Probably going to be on this map. I'm kind of addicted to it. I'm really working on getting things going on it. So should have brought you guys in on it a little bit quicker. But honestly, it was a little more boring. It's actually starting to get fun now. So Also, I don't like the fact that I can dump this without the tractor being on and it still runs. Like, what is the point of that? Tractor should be on, started, revved up. See, she's revved up. Let's back her over here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this shed or do something different with this dang shed. It's just, it's a silage shed or a hay shed of some sort. It just does not work. So, oh my gosh, that all went in there with the cover closed. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. People do that all the time, right? Oh, turn, no. Oh, there we go. Okay. Back her up. That'll work for now. So wait. Well, that's what I've been working on for a little while. Like I said, I might pop in tomorrow. Maybe I'll make up for Thanksgiving. It will if I do. If not, then I'm just not doing one. So do not plan on Thanksgiving. For me, I am going to be out. I'm going to be enjoying some family time. Wife's probably going to make me. So, we're going to wrap up the stream here tonight. Appreciate everybody watching. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Truly helps me out. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.